and 5-hour energy, and you were sipping on some scissors, and you were smoking on a blood. I see, that's all right. You ain't got to throw up your hand. You don't have to testify. This is not true confession today. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you, but I know that I know. You ain't got to say amen. Look at your neighbor and say, there was a time. And after a week like this, and after looking at the media, and after thinking about that woman, we got to understand that everybody can get stressed, and everybody can get sick, and everybody can become starved. I know I'm right. I know. Anybody know people get stressed? Somebody just ran through about 13 things. People can get stressed. And in case you're one of the 2 people in here that has never met up with stress, let me help you. Stress is being down to your last dime. Especially when you got a family and food to put on the test. Stress is failing your boards one more time. Not passing the bar one more time. After paying all that tuition and going through all that training, being in school, that's stress. Stress is having to raise children and take care of your parents at the same time. Stress is getting a pink slip in the mail, receiving a layoff notice 2 days before school starts. I wish I had a witness. If I haven't hit it, I'm coming to stress. Is lipstick on his collar, a text on her phone, your child sexting on their phone. That's stress. Stress is being black, being pulled over by the popo in a community where you live, where you got a house, where you got the keys, or being followed by some neighborhood watch police wannabe. Look at your neighbors. People get stressed, and stress demands relief. How do you spell relief? J-E-S. Turn to your neighbor and say, people get stressed. And what I really want you to understand today, this week, is that people can get sick. Come on, nod your head, turn to your neighbor and say, they can get sick. You understand sometimes the connections get disarrayed. Sometimes the wires get frayed. Sometimes the mind begins to respond pathologically, and chemical imbalance. I'm trying to help somebody today. Chemical imbalances occur. It's not that they're bad folk, it's that they are sick folks. Sometimes folks start thinking things and they start making plans, and I wish somebody up in here knows that sometimes people start making plans about how they might do what they not used to ever think about doing, how they might get out of here, how they might check out of here, how they might think in their own minds, bless their family, and they might start thinking things and start hearing voices. We got to start acting reasonably about this thing called mental illness. Don't you understand that Weird Harold may not be weird? He might be sick. Look at your neighbor, say sick. That's what's going on with your eccentric uncle. He's not eccentric. He might be sick. Your reclusive neighbor, that woman with 2 babies that everybody knew, like that one neighbor who said that she wasn't wrapped too tightly. That wasn't a medical term, but that's what she thought when she looked at the woman. But don't you know folk like that in your family, in your house, in your church? Somebody knew. DCS knew. The police knew that woman was sick. And when you're sick, that demands healing. It demands intervention. It demands therapy. It demands healing. And how do you spell healing? J-E-S-U-S. stress. Folk get stress. Look at your neighbor, say they get stressed. Folk get sick. Look at your neighbor, say they get sick. And a whole lot of people become starved. That's the reason we serve 30,000 meals a year in our food works. We're trying to help somebody over there. Keep somebody from doing something. Because when you're hungry, it'll make you do something. When you're hungry and can't feed your family, it'll make you do something that you ought not do. To put food on your family's table. And I wish I had somebody today who would just be real enough to sit up in here now. Got a full belly today, but there was a time in your life somebody's been hungry at some point in your life. Like 17 million children in America, 1 out of every 4 in Memphis. Somebody say, I've been hungry. I once was young, but now I'm old, but I've never. Not only do you get physically hungry, but sometimes you can be emotionally starved and mentally starved. You become starved for companionship, starved for connection to other people, starved for affection, starved for a sense of success, starved for a sense of significance. And if you're not careful, you start reaching out to anybody and everybody that looks like they got something that will feed you. But the Bible said, when you become that hungry and that thirsty, when you become starved like that, you begin to stagger and stumble, and you gotta be fed. Well, I know somebody that said, I am the bread of life. I am the living water. If you eat of my bread, and if you drink of my water, you won't ever